All right, Creative Women Minicon, October 21st. This is the 5th annual Creative Women Minicon, and we have Angela Davis done. You guys know when it is. We've been talking about it all over in the shop, on social media, in the videos. I hope you guys have been watching them so you can get introduced to all of the ladies who will be down here, new and old. But in this video, you're going to be introduced to someone who we've never had in the shop before. Angela Davis, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited.
So I like to ask this first. How did you hear about Creative Women?
Actually, through friends of mine who had done it in the past.
Perfect. So positive response. You guys should come down, see the ladies, see what they have to offer. Because Angela actually has something that I don't think anybody else this year has.
Sweet.
Which is pretty neat because we've got crafters, we've got painters, we've got writers. What would you say you do?
So I am an artist, but this for me, sewing is something that's really relaxing. So I would say that I make nerdy housewares, I guess you would say.
Yeah, I think that about sums it up. I love how I was like, what is it you do? And you're like, well, sewing. Yeah.
Sewing's
so
the thing.
Alien.
I do that.
So it's obviously very alien to me. I'm not very creative. So you like nerdy houseware sums it up.
Yeah.
That is absolutely perfect. Let's show them one of the coffee ones first. We'll work them all
here,
in.
Oh, what? So basically, I make reusable coffee sleeves out of, fabric and fleece or whatever. But this one is actually like a painting that I did that I had printed on fabric. So it's Ned Stark from Game of Thrones.
Like you need to be told who that is right there.
Hopefully
Everybody
not.
has
Some
watched
people don't
it.
know.
Yeah.
They're like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, come on, it's Ned Stark.
You're like, of course it's Ned Stark. So this was actually a painting. Yeah. That will not be here at the shop during October because the gallery is
too big.
Dedicated to all of the ladies, but it's way too big. What we are going to do is keep a peek at our Facebook page because we are going to show you the process that she filmed that's sped up to see the entire thing made. So I like the reusable aspect of it.
Yes.
And is that something that's important to you? Because the idea, I mean, personally, we live in California. It's important to 99% of us. But the idea that we go there and we keep throwing away the cups, throwing away the holders. Yeah. I mean, this is a great idea.
That's exactly kind of how I got started. Like, I went to a coffee shop, and they had the little cardboard one. And I was thinking, like, why do I keep... Because you recycle them, right? You throw them in the recycle. That's my son. He's trying to tell you what's happening, too.
He's very passionate about this.
And I took the little cardboard one home, and I pulled it apart and made a pattern out of it. And I had to keep reworking it, because obviously the first one was not successful. Yeah. But then I was like, because I want to be able to reuse it, wash it, like have something that's going to last for a long time.
Okay.
So,
and that's where these came out. We've got a number of them.
A little stack.
Like, look at the variety she's got, guys.
So we've got some Doctor Who. I have lots of other designs of Doctor Who. You got to get your Avengers, some Thor, some Spider-Man. Perfect. Adventure Time. I've got a bunch of different ones of these too. Pokemon. I mean, come on.
So yeah, your stuff just runs the gamut. There's a whole. I mean, look at this Walking Dead.
I have lots of other zombie stuff too. And then you got your like kind of anime, sort of Tokidoki style, but not little. So
just a variety of everything.
Yeah.
So how long have you been crafting like this and sewing?
I've been sewing since I was 12. I actually took lessons as a kid. My mom bought me my first sewing machine at 12. So I've been sewing a long time. Everyone's like, why don't you sew clothes? And I'm like, that's hard. Like
this is hard too because she actually does. There are more housewares we're going to show you in a minute. But so have you ever thought about like doing some clothing?
Well, because I do cosplay. Well, I do cosplay too, and I've made one dress, but I think it's because I was really nervous in the beginning because putting in zippers and stuff is hard. And now that I've gotten better at it. I've been sewing since I was 12, and everyone's like, "Don't you make all your own clothes?" And I'm like, "I don't have time for that." So,
there's a big factor in that.
Someday maybe I'll do more.
So so you've been doing it since 12. When did you start actually taking it to another level and going outside of just doing it for fun?
I don't even know, honestly. I mean, I've been doing this for some years. I think I started an Etsy shop in like 2010 or 2008. I don't remember. It's been years that I've been doing it, and I've been doing cons for at least 4 or 5 years.
So which cons have you hit? I mean,
I haven't done. I haven't done
anime. Your stuff would be perfect for that.
But tables go on sale tomorrow or tomorrow morning. So I'm going to try to
tell people that. Now you've got
Don't do it. I know that's okay. It's okay. That's usually my problem is I don't even find out when they go on sale, so I never get in. But
it's too late. Okay.
I've done StatCon at the Scottish Rite when it was there.
Perfect.
A couple times Artist Alley, and then I've done lots of local, just small shows. Like some of my best shows are at elementary schools. honestly.
Interesting.
And what's
Okay.
cool is those are always benefit the elementary school. So it's money that goes back to the school, and I like doing that. And I used to teach in elementary school. So for
it's
me,
it's a
for the
good cause
kids,
all
I
around.
love that. It's so much fun.
What
Plus
about
the
some
kids
of
are always excited. They're like, "You have My Little Pony," and I'm like, "Yeah."
You're like, that's why it's here. What about some of the craft fairs and things around town? Have you hit any of those?
I have. I've done the Sac Indie Craft Fair,
Okay.
which was it's like downtown. I've done. I do Square Tomatoes in Davis every month.
What is
Square Tomatoes is a vintage and craft fair that they do once a month.
How big is it?
It's so if anybody knows Davis, they do the farmers market on Saturday. It's that whole section of the farmers market at Central Park at 3rd and C Street, and they do it. They do twice in November, twice in December, but they do it every month, rain or shine.
Interesting. Okay, no, I've never heard of that one. I'll have to look it up and see what it's about.
That one's a really cool one because you get a big mixed bag because some of it's vintage and some of it's handmade stuff, so you get kind of a cool like mixed variety.
Okay, so it's just a real fun vibe.
Yeah, yeah, and I've met some really cool people there. I've actually met some people who've done other cons, and like so we've talked, and it's a really good place to.
Well, hopefully you'll know some of the people who are down here.
Hopefully,
and if not, you're going to meet new friends, just like all of you guys are going to meet new people here, and of course come back and see the ones that are already there. So when we set up the art gallery this month, October, I'm speaking that way now because I'm already there. It's going to be all dedicated to the ladies. There's going to be paintings up there. There's actually going to be framed jewelry. But you have brought something unique that I don't think we've had in our art gallery before, which is a mannequin.
Yes.
And the reason for the mannequin is outside of the cozies and, we haven't even shown the other stuff.
No.
But this one is really neat. She makes aprons, nerd aprons. And we were just talking to her about potentially putting some barbecue aprons in there too, although Ronnie would look great in that. So let's see, hold it up here so they can see it. So we've got the half apron, or is this just a regular apron?
I would say half apron.
Okay,
Usually I say half apron. I make some with pockets, some without, and you just kind of got whatever's going on there.
And then you got the full one for the day of cooking. For Thanksgiving coming up here with the pockets and the neat little designs that you evidently get from all over the place. Whatever jumps at you.
What you mean fabric-wise?
Yeah, fabric-wise.
This actually, that's part of the problem is I have a ridiculous amount of fabrics. I can't stop buying stuff that I love. That's why I got started. I was like, oh, I need that. And then other people like it too, which is fun. But I take pride in like having a lot of variety.
That's true. And if somebody has a custom design, or I assume you do custom.
I do. And so if somebody has something they want, like they can ask me and I can go in search of it. And it's really easy because the internet has so much stuff. Like I can usually find.
If somebody has fabric and they brought it to you.
Yeah.
There's that too. So if you guys have got something, I know a lot of you intended to do it yourself and you've got a bunch of stuff piled up, but you can bring it in on October 21st. She can do it for you, and then you can tell everyone you did it yourself.
Right?
I mean, that's probably not fair.
It's
so beautiful. Yeah. But there's also purses.
Yeah, I do little bags, little like zipper. Put your stuff in. I make them in different.
Sailor Moon on this one.
This one actually isn't Sailor Moon.
It's not.
It's not. It's Precure. In America, it's called Glitter Force.
Okay,
so it's got
that is like a huge ripoff.
Fun liner. Yeah, right. Like I know, I think it's the thing. This one though has Sailor Moon has like a good amount of characters. This has like 100 characters in it.
So
or
it's
something.
like the
so
Pokemon.
Hard. It's like
of Sailor Moon.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to catch them all. And this I really like.
You gotta have your nerd pot holders.
Holders, and this we've got some Mario here, but you have a wide variety.
I do. I have some Star Trek, and I have some Adventure Time, and I have some Star Wars, and some.
What's on the Star
Left
Trek?
4 Dead. I have two different. Right now, I have two different Star Trek fabrics. I have one that's just the black and white with the original Star Trek ship on it, the NC-01 or 1701, whatever. And then the second one is it's actually an old school Spock and Kirk.
Okay.
And it's kind of retro looking, and it's him talking about our only chance to escape is one, that whole quote.
Yes.
But we only have one chance to escape, you idiot, or whatever he says, something he yelling at the.
That's cool. I like that.
Yelling at the red shirt.
I like that you went classic. Have you seen Discovery?
I have not. It's in my queue of things to watch.
Are you worried?
No, actually, I'm way more excited about it than Enterprise. I'm just saying, I love Scott Bakula, but Enterprise, it was awful.
It was.
Sorry,
Scott, I know you're watching.
And then obviously, Next Gen is my favorite.
Deep Space Nine's my favorite.
It's okay.
I mean, obviously, Next Gen I grew up on, but do you not like Deep Space Nine?
It's I couldn't get into Cisco. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, Kira was amazing.
I like Voyager over Deep Space Nine.
O'Brien and.
It was good,
God.
but it wasn't one of those ones that I'm like, I have to watch this.
Voyager was good. But it was no Deep Space Nine.
It was no Deep Space Nine. It's next gen. Sorry, is my
all right.
ultimate.
Next gen. We're gonna have to disagree on this one. We now have a table open at Creative Women Minicon.
She will be absent that day.
We don't know what happened. Well, where can they find you online? What about, give us your social stuff, your Etsy.
So on Facebook, it's okay, buddy. My son's upset right now. I'm sorry. It's okay.
Because he doesn't like Deep Space Nine either.
He doesn't like Deep Space Nine either. He's on the bandwagon. He doesn't even know what's good for him yet, but he does.
He does know that.
He does know that. On Facebook, it's Lost Zelda Designs. On Etsy, it's Lost Zelda Designs, but on Instagram, it's just Lost Zelda.
Okay. Was it taken?
What's that?
Was it taken? Lost Zelda?
No, I just didn't. Originally, everything for me was Lost Zelda at first.
Oh, and then you went into the actual...
I added designs because it was doing design work, basically kind of stuff, so I changed it to be...
So Lost Zelda Designs, and check her out. Look at what she's got. If you want to commission, hit her up beforehand. We'll have links to everything. Come down, say hi, and we will see you guys on October 21st. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming in.
Yay! Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. We'll see you then.
Woohoo!